This information video is provided by Tipperary County Council to help small, private water suppliers produce and maintain clean, wholesome water as part of the drinking water requirements set out under new legislation SI 992023, European Union Drinking Water Regulations 2023. What is a small private water supplier? If you supply water from a well, borehole, lake or river in its original state or after treatment, and the water is used by the public or any food business for the manufacture, processing, preservation or marketing of products or substances intended for human consumption, then you are a small private water supplier. Some private water suppliers are actual group water schemes. If you are a small private water supplier in County Tipperary, then you must register your supply with Tipperary County Council. You are required to display in a public place that your water supply is compliant with the Drinking Water Regulations SI 992023. A water supplier shall ensure that all water supplied by them is wholesome and clean and does not present a risk to human health. Your supply will be audited by authorised officers employed by the Tipperary County Council. The authorised officer will inspect all records of the water supply you provide and may request you to provide additional treatment of the water. Please be aware that any person who obstructs or impedes an authorised officer, fails to comply with a request, gives information that is false or misleading, fails or refuses to comply with a request or requirement, commits an offence under the Drinking Water Regulations as defined in SI 99/2023. A person in respect of a supply of water which is intended for human consumption shall not act in a manner that deliberately or carelessly poses a risk to human health. A person that contravenes this commits an offence. Tipperary County Council has a duty under the European Union Drinking Water Regulations 2023 to monitor private regulated drinking water systems within the county. Tipperary County Council are the supervisory agency under the Drinking Water Regulations for small private water suppliers in Tipperary and are required to ensure your supply complies with the standards in the regulations and send annual reports to the EPA. Where the quality of a private water supply falls outside the Drinking Water Regulation standards, Tipperary County Council will inform you, the owner of the scheme. They will also consult the HSC and seek their advice on how to safeguard public health. Protecting your water supply. You, the water supplier, are responsible for protecting your well. You are required under law to inform Tipperary County Council immediately if you become aware of contamination or unexpected changes in the water. Here is an example checklist for source protection. Is the well securely fenced off? Is the well head sealed? Consult a contractor for advice. Does slurry spreading occur near the well? Is there any nearby fuel storage securely bonded and checked for leaks? Is there a septic tank or wastewater treatment located near the well? Can runoff from roofs, yards, car parks get close to the well? Does the well get discoloured after heavy rain? Is the well checked weekly, and is there a record of the check? Are any weed killers used near the well? The treatment of water from a well source will be influenced by the geographical area in which they are located and the geology of the soil and the rocks in that area. Disinfection is one of the most critical treatments of the water and is normally delivered by UV disinfection or sodium hypochlorite disinfection. Disinfection kills the harmful bacteria, protozoa and viruses that can lead to severe lifelong illnesses and even death. Here's an example checklist for water treatment. Are there good housekeeping practices in place? Is the treatment system inspected every day and are records kept? Is a contractor employed to maintain and repair your treatment system? Are the UV bulbs replaced as per the manufacturer's recommendations? Are there cartridge filters before the UV disinfection unit? Is there a record of salt top-up that includes date and quantity? Is there a record of when chemicals were replenished? Does that include date and quantity? Is there chlorine disinfection in place? Are all spent materials removed from the site? Additional water treatment systems may be necessary to treat iron, manganese, sulfur, and nitrates. Installation and maintenance of these water treatment systems should only be undertaken by competent contractors. Improperly maintained treatment systems may pose a risk to water quality, water storage and supply. The new drinking water regulations place responsibility on the supplier for the correct management of any water storage and the plumbing network it is distributed through. Sampling of the distribution and storage will target Legionella. In order to prevent the colonization of the storage and plumbing in a premises, good management protocols have to be established and maintained. Here is an example of some frequently asked questions.
Do I have to let Tipperary County Council know if I run a B&B and have my own private well?
Yes, you are required under law to register your water supply with Tipperary County Council.
I have my own well, but I only use the water to wash my cooking utensils. Why should I register my water supply with Tipperary County Council?
You are required under legislation to register your supply with Tipperary County Council. Tipperary County Council, in conjunction with advice from the HSE, will determine if there are any risk to public health on how water is used on and in your premises.
Someone has already come and sampled the water from my well. Is one of you not enough?
Other agencies may sample your water supply under different regulations. However, Tipperary County Council are the only body currently authorised under drinking water regulation to monitor your water supply. We can provide you with a copy of your results, which may be sufficient for other agencies. If you require further advice or clarification on any matter raised in this video, please email ruralwater@tipperarycoco.ie.